Hello and welcome everyone. You are watching the eISL powered by Coca-Cola. Before we get this event started, a huge shout out to our sponsors, starting off with our associate sponsor, Hero, our esports partners, Notwin Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. And here we are with our game number 2 of today's evening. We've got FC Goa going up against Bengaluru FC, and joining along with me as always is going to be Azim Habib.
Yeah, very looking forward to this game. Let's quickly run through the format as well. These two are both top 4 contenders in the league stage. 3 games per match, 2 1v1s and 1 co-op. And of course, the top 4 do qualify to the finals to be played from the 19th to the 21st of March. And finally, the 2 winning team members will take each other on to represent India in the FIFA Global Series 2022. So, huge things at stake over here. And of course, big prize pool as well.
Oh yeah, big prize pool definitely is what we have for all these teams and players. Of course, we're going to have a quick look at that, 78 lakh rupees is on the line, and we've made some few nitty additions over here. Of course, clearly getting there, the first position will get 15 lakh rupees, second position, so on. It reduces. The MVP, however, gets 4 lakhs plus a personalized NFT of the player by Terra Virtua. So this is something really new. We have been talking about the hype going around all these NFTs out here. And of course, whoever scores the most number of goals, who's the most influential player, will certainly have something that he's going to be proud of and something that he gets to keep with himself for the rest of his life. But now, there you have it. Before things get heated up, the 2 teams that are in contention, a very important matchup. But before that, let's take a look at the leaderboard. It's going to be FC Goa, who did stage a comeback after a long time and still managed to see the greener side of the grass over here. They're going to be going up against Bengaluru FC, another team who has been making a really good comeback. Now, they have been playing very well ever since they started playing after the second half, right? Varsi, Shagnik, both of them have been looking really good. Now, again, Azim, both these teams have gone against each other in the past, and it was a co-op match, which sort of turned out to be the decider. What do you think? Is it going to be the same today?
Oh yeah, I expect this to be a very close match. And of course, in the last game with Northeast United FC, it was a very pertinent thing that Imad said, that particularly for Bengaluru FC, every game is a final for Bengaluru FC. They're in the same situation, really. They need to win to stay in that top 4 battle, and we do see it is going to be Afnan going up against Varsi in game 1, and then of course the battle of the Titans, B Sharma up against Sagnik in game 2. Varsi, both players who have really found their form in recent weeks.
Oh yeah, it is definitely going to be a cracker of a game because Afnan and Varsi, the last time they went up against each other, it ended in a draw. And the same happened with V Sharma and Sagnik. Nothing really separating these players against each other. However, it was the co-op game that sort of turned out to be a decider, and in which FC Goa was really promising. It was a very decisive victory, a 3-0 win that ensured them those crucial 3 points. But today is a day where Varsi and Sagnik would be wanting to change things around because what they've been doing here, Azim, is they've been winning their individual games lately. So if that happens, if Varsi and Sagnik both walk off with a victory, then doesn't matter what the outcome of the third game is going to be.
Yeah, I think we will see FC Goa reverting back to form with having to win the game in the co-op. That's just how tight this affair could be. Going to be so close. And Afnan now riding a wave of confidence. He was not as confident before when he went up against Varsi the previous time out, but this is going to be just agonizingly close. We saw a really close match between Northeast United FC and Odisha FC just a little while ago, and I expect this to be on the same lines. It is, every game now is a final. We are in the business end of the tournament, and it's just going to be so neck and neck.
Yeah, it's such a cutthroat competition right now. Every team is just waiting to take down the other. But as we take a look, we've got to take a quick glance at these two teams head to heads, right? They've played FC Goa. Of course, they've made a comeback yesterday after quite a long time. We thought they would be rusty, but that was not the case. They had no troubles whatsoever winning their game yesterday. But today, as we take a look at Bengaluru FC as well, so initially their first half did not go the way they had wanted, and now once they're kind of moving along, after those 10, 11 games played, they've been looking really promising. They've been winning their games. They've been battling it out. Both the players, Varsi always having some strategy at the back of his mind, and Sharknik just being Sharknik is like, yeah, dude, I'll just play my game. Somehow I'll manage to win. Don't you worry. And that has been the mantra. They've been looking phenomenally well. Amazing lads, all four of them. Afnan, that confidence that has been instilled inside of him, right? As we take a look at the previous matchup. Now, this is something that we've been talking about, right? Warsi Afnan went up against each other. It was a one each scoreline. Shaknik and V Sharma, none of them being able to score. But the third game, Azim, this is what I was talking about. 3-0. Co-op definitely being FC Goa's strong suit.
Oh, definitely. I think they're easily the best co-op unit in the game, and Bengaluru FC not too far behind them in that respect. So FC Goa, it is important for them though to keep winning, because one very crucial factor for them is that their goal difference, despite them being very high on the table, is actually very very low. Might even be in the negative space. So they have to try and score as many goals as they can, because not having a good goal difference is like having a 1 point deficit to the other teams when it comes to a decider. So having a look at their head-to-head, then Varsi has been in very very good form of late. Good, very very balanced player. No real weaknesses to his game as such. And Afnan has been coming into his own as well over the recent 5 or 6 games. He's really started to show us what he's capable of. As his teammate V Sharma has always had confidence in him. He's repeatedly said, "Watch out for Afnan. He's going to find his form and he's going to be undefeatable." And that's really what we've seen from him so far.
Oh yeah, this is exactly the kind of camaraderie that you would want to see with these players, right? But as we head along, you can clearly see the game. The kickoff is there, right? FC Goa again in their orange from left to right, and we've got Bengaluru FC in their whites this time from right to left. And both these players, Afnan, he's been looking so controlled. He's been looking so mature. Yesterday he was clearly, I was just watching all the teams. He's been seeing all the games, finding out all those little chinks in their armor, some openings, and he's been there to capitalize it. A really convincing FIFA we've seen from his side, and I think today I expect nothing less from him.
Yeah, let's see how it is. Of course, this is the first really big pressure game you could say that Afnan and FC Goa have been involved in a while. Usually, they've been going up against in recent times a lot of the mid-table teams, shall we say, the teams who are not really that much in contention. Of course, we did see them play Jamshedpur FC, and that was a very very close encounter. But it's not been the most challenging run in the last few games for them. And now, of course, getting back into their stride, going to be interesting to see how they approach it. Varsi, we know what he's all about. He's going to try to take this game by the scruff of the neck, score as many goals as he possibly can, as it was Bengaluru FC in their white away kit, trying a very ambitious ball over there. And it is so interesting now to see the meta changing. Every 2 weeks we've seen the meta changing, and FC Goa persisting still with the Maldini at the back over there. Doesn't look like they are going for a Rudiger or a Varane or any such player. It's a good looking ball in behind, and
Oh.
almost just a whisker away from the toe of CR7 over there. So warning signs early for Varsi to look out for those balls in behind the defense, and of course he will now be prepared for those.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of long balls being played today. So not just with them, but even Afnan is wanting to do that. And this is something that we've always been talking about, right? Afnan and his continuous improvement. And kind of carries a similar storyline with Mufu, right? Again, being one of the players, a really important big event for the first time for this young man. But up against him is Warsi, again one of the old guns you can say in the FIFA community, and could be a potential break signature for RC, finding the pass just right on Ronaldo, gets
Oh
a
yeah.
pass onto it, CR7, and there he scores. And again, Bengaluru FC, they have gotten a really early lead, and you can see the roar. And this is exactly how Watsi likes to play, right? Gets that pass, makes another final pass, and then takes that shot. Clearly, Afnan found with his pants down, and now he's conceded, but he's got to get back really soon.
Yeah, well, I do expect Afnan to not be as phased or as nervous as he was early in the tournament. Of course, as the tournament has progressed, he's grown in confidence. So I don't think going a goal down will affect him too much. We did see a huge sigh of relief from Varsi as well. So clearly, he's feeling the nerves as well. So he's not going to be without his faults. He's going to make a couple of or allow Afnan a couple of opportunities as well. And there we see Afnan now getting in there with Messi. Of course, the new meta changes will be affecting how he approaches this game as well. Now using Ronaldo, Gullit over there, keeping the ball well, and had the opportunity there to slide in Messi in the middle, decided not to take it. Now has Mbappe, has the fullback overlapping as well, and has found him with a great ball to Hakimi. Gets a second bite now, the cherry, with the ball falling to Ronaldo, and consolidates and looks to rebuild. Playing it smart over here, not trying to be too hasty, is playing the right passes, making the right moves at the right time. You can see that almost seven players back defending for Bengaluru FC. So they're going to make this very, very hard. And the luck of the draw, the rub of the green falling Afnan's way with these 50-50 battles for the ball. He's keeping that pressure on, getting those fullbacks involved, and now has the opportunity with Messi. Will he go for the cutback? He does, finds Ronaldo, but well defended, it is out
Oh,
for a corner.
almost. Again, Afnan showing that threatening presence of his with Cancelo. Will find Messi. He's got to look for that cutback and
Oh,
does go for it, but Marquinhos at the right place. Now, this is completely understandable. Now, Mufu is making so much sense, right? He did say that. Now you're not getting these players charging with their defenders. They're waiting. They're waiting for you. You just can't use a skill move and get past them. So of course, Varsi ever since in his course, the second half for his journey in the eISL has begun. He has been looking so splendid, so confident. It's as if every day his life is on the line, and he is absolutely playing like that. And now we've got to see, can he make anything out of this chance as well? Back and forth passes, trying to pierce through the defenses, but with Hulit, all right, he's made that pass to Ronaldo again. Back and forth passes just going on. And he's still waiting for that window of opportunity. Still waiting, maybe for Afnan to get a little impatient, have one of those defenders charging in, give Warsi that opening that he's searching for, and then he's gonna punish him.
yeah, absolutely. And there, Vasi, I think, getting a little impatient himself with the passing. He's a guy who wants to play on the front foot all the time and attack as much as he can, trying to find that ball in again behind Ashraf Hakimi, who, of course, is as well part of the team of the year. Already had a great ones to watch card, which I was very fortunate to pack early on in my ultimate team build. But for now, these guys, of course, have access to all the cards. A big opportunity to take the shot, and he does take the shot, but straight into the waiting arms of the team of the year, Donnarumma. Let's see if Afnan now can capitalize. This should be the last attack of the half. He's been very patient so far. He's played some intelligent football, but of course, the defense from Varsi has been rock solid. As soon as he scored, he's just decided to sit back and really pack that defense, and very well played using Kante over there. And now has the opportunity, has two or three players to pick from, finds Messi, but again, a little impatient over there, and that should be half time. There we go. It's 1-0, still plenty of time for FC Goa to get back into this game, but Varsi will be very happy with that first half.
This sort of takes me back to the last encounter that these lads had. Again, Warsi getting that single goal, but again, Afnan always in contention, and he's been looking deadly, right? He's not been looking gloomy or dull. He's been creating chances, but he's just got to find that right one. And there you can see Warsi clearly, finally, just breathing a sigh of relief. Now, this is where one such expertise really comes into play, right? He can definitely help him out, and Varsi just murmuring to himself, and Shagnik knows, right? Varsi knows his business. He knows how to get the job done. Just can play second fiddle, help him out. A little bit of advice, maybe a filter to his call outs. But either ways, it's going to be such an interesting second half. Again, now you can see Afnan, more than not being nervous this time, he looks more determined. He's like, just get the second half started. Let me pounce back in. So we've got to see. The second half has already kicked off. Can FC Goa find an equalizer? That's the big question. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we will see at some point, because to counter the numbers that Varsi has in defense, we are going to see Afnan bringing those fullbacks forward as well. We might even see him go to a back three at some point if need be. So it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this. But at the moment, it's so tight. It's just a one goal in it, and of course, it was worked very well. A bit of a defensive lapse, you could say, by Afnan, overcommitting one of his defenders, and then, of course, leaving CR7 completely unmarked in the middle of the box. And well, on most days, that's going to end up in the back of the net. We did see some spectacular misses in our last game, which were just defied belief, shall we say. And well, that game, well, Afnan will be hoping that's not going to be his luck. Although he has a big moment, could have played that ball in behind. Now does go for that ball in, searching for Messi on that right flank. Will he go for that cross first time? No, he's looking for the opportunity. Will he go for a shot? No, decides to play it safe. Clearly wants to attack from the center.
A
May
little
just
too
work
many.
out. Defenders falling all over themselves, and now Varsi has the opportunity to counter attack. And with Kante overcommitted over there, could be a good moment for him.
Oh yeah, and again, the same overthinking kind of playing coming into play, right? He had some opportunities over there, but Afran is gonna start taking his chances. He's gonna take those shots and you never know, they might go in. But right now, again, like you said, Bengaluru FC, they're on an attack of their own. Could have really paced it up, but again, decided to take it slow and steady. But with the left wing already kind of pressing in, he's gonna try to go 1v1. Has he beaten the defender? No, says Hakimi. And yeah, it makes so much sense. You're not getting to see more of the Theo Hernandez. You're not getting we're not seeing a lot out of we had a lot of Ferdinand. Maldini is again one of those
Cafu as
players.
well.
Yeah, not even Cafu. Exactly. We've got Cancelo being one of the players. So yeah, a lot of changes in the defensive lineup, Azim.
Yeah, and I think that is probably what's going to stick now towards the end until we see any further icon prime upgrades. But it's another attempted ball in behind. Of course, the defensive cards, the defensive AI in this game is so powerful that these cards make so much of a difference. I mean, with my lowly 86 rated defenders in my team, I can't expect them to make the kind of interceptions and have the kind of defensive ability that, of course, the cards that these guys have available can do. But now we're reaching 67 minutes or so. Afnan has had a pause queued since, feels like since he's had that pause queued since 2021 because he's just not had a break in play. But this could be a big opportunity with Mbappe. Takes the shot, saved, pushed past the post by Van der Sar. That was a big opportunity. And now we will see the tactical changes being made by Afnan. He is going to go more attacking, and that will mean, of course, more opportunities and more gaps for Vasi to exploit when he does get possession.
Oh yeah, that's going to be so interesting and really exciting as this kind of keeps progressing on. And it's been a little attacking, but again, you've got to be a little more clinical, right? This was such a good chance, but Van der Sar again making those saves. Now, a lot of players we've seen them changing their goalkeepers as things have gotten along, and I think well, he's got something to say, some words of wisdom especially in terms of the defense, right? Now, if Bengaluru at this point can score one more, then that would be really devastating for FC Goa. And their chances as a comeback,
Oh,
it's a
good ball!
corner.
Oh,
Oh,
so unlucky over there. It looked like that ball was perfectly played to Marquinhos, but somehow, as I said, that defensive AI is so solid, and just managed to get the head to it ahead of the attacking player over there. And now, big opportunity for Varsi. We did mention he's going to get a lot of chances on that counter attack. You can see four players being left up the field by Afnan for when he starts attacking to get those attacks going quickly. Varsi is going to take his time now. He's just going to try and run that down. Very well worked with Cancelo. Now with Vinny Jr. on the ball. Finds that cutback. Finds the ball. Surely has to score over here, but
oh,
brilliantly defended by
oh.
Afnan. Excellent defensive work over there, and he'll be looking to get going as soon as he possibly can. Maldini starting the attack. Finds Hullet over there, and well worked to find the attacking players ahead. Now you can see there's 4, 5, 6 players committed to attack, and the fullback we have Cancelo, and now big opportunity. Has to play this right if he's to get the goal. Afnan, will he go for the shot? No, he finds Vinny Jr. and
Woo!
it's over the
What?
bar. It's over the bar.
Oh, that's absolutely shocking. Afnan and V Sharma Both of them can't really believe what just happened. Warsy suddenly woke up to his senses, like he just removed his headphone. Like, what? How did that not go in? But thankfully, it's a good news for me. But now I think that was just the right kind of a jolt of electricity that was needed for Warsy to have his defense on full alert. Right now, few substitutions
Yeah.
being made. We do see De Bruyne coming in and Eusebio coming in for Bengaluru FC. A lot of changes being made from their side, needing that fresh new legs. But yeah, I think Varsi is just in pursuit for that one extra more goal. And if he can get that, then he can sit back again, relax himself, because Afnan is surely getting deadly.
Yeah, and this is a big moment now. If Varsi can find the right pass over here, he
Oh,
can't. It is a corner. And I just do wonder, oh, it's a goal kick. Even better for FC Goa then. Quickly playing it out, switching that ball to the left flank. But I do wonder because the substitution made by Afnan was to take off Lionel Messi and get Vinicius on. And if you wanted one player coming on to that ball with his left foot in that moment, it was Lionel Messi. And of course, Vinicius Jr. does not have a five-star weak foot. And that, of course, could be the reason why that shot went so hopelessly wide. And now again trying to turn in, had the opportunity there to slide in Ronaldo, but maybe afraid of being offside. Of course, the pace of Joao Cancelo, no match for the attacker over there. And now it's crunch time for Afnan. It's 85 minutes on the clock. Can he somehow manufacture an equalizer over here? It could be huge in terms of FC Goa season, but a very cheap giveaway. He's really annoyed about that. And now surely Varsi will just try to see this out. Of course, there is going to be constant press on him, but he should be able to hold on to the ball for a couple of minutes. There you go, playing it into the corner. Now with Eusebio, will he show the ambition to attack? He does. Finds Vinny Jr., but the tackle is there. And now on the counter attack, the other Vinicius looking for Ronaldo, finds Kante, and this is it. Last chance saloon for FC Goa and Afnan. Can they make it count?
oh yeah, this is going to be so important. And this is a good pass. Vinicius does have the
Oh,
pace,
yeah.
but has got in for a pass onto Mr. Ronaldo. This is still a very good chance with Mbappe. He's going to take a shot and definitely has to go. And in that final moment, he scores. And Varsi
Oh,
absolutely shocked all the fans of FC Goa celebrating as this goal comes in. Definitely a draw, but still, it's a-okay. And Varsi holding on for so long, Azim, just to give it away in that final minute. Oh,
oh my goodness. What are these fans doing? Why are they so upset? Oh, yeah, that's because they're Bengaluru FC fans. That makes sense. But yes, that is definitely a Terra Virtua super moment of the match right there. At the last minute, just Afnan finding that little unexpected turn. I don't think Varsi thought he would just do something as simple as that. And finally getting a goal and getting the draw that his play definitely warranted. And it is deja vu. Varsi against Afnan ends in a 1-all draw.
yeah.
And I don't think either player can have too many complaints about that.
Yeah, I mean, Varsi, he did everything he could possibly do. It was just that Afnan started getting really deadly, started getting really up close and personal. I think we all did see this goal coming from Afnan's side, right? He was time and again making those plays, building it up. Just before that, it was a kind of a miss that he had with Vinicius that he himself cannot really believe happened. But yeah, I think Varsi could have been a little more careful, but it's still not the end of the world. Still going. How it was really scripted the last time as well, a one each for these two lads and V Sharma and Sagnik. Now, I'm not going to be surprised if that kind of ends goalless or again with a draw, because if it goes to its co-op, we do know how good V Sharma and Afnan are. And one of the reasons why is the kind of build up that V Sharma does, right? Every single time, Afnan knows how to take those shots, right? He builds up those shots. But yeah, as we take a look at the highlights, a pretty early goal coming in from Varsi's side. But we were all in pursuit to see one more, and this is it. Even Chagnik was really proud of his teammate over there. So many chances created by Afnan up until the very end, where he found that success that you were looking for. Look at all these shots, with Mbappe, with Vinicius. He's made so much effort. But finally, this one. Oh, how on earth did
Oh my
that
god.
miss?
There you go. I think that is the 2 or 3 star left foot that Vinicius offers a great clear card, but unfortunately, that is the weak foot is literally a weakness. And over here, you thought the chance was gone, but suddenly that little Cruyff turn, getting the job done, and you can see Sri Sharma so relieved as well and so proud of his teammate. You can see how stressful it was, and of course the pressure now massively lifted from the shoulders of the FC Goa boy who will be going up against Sagnik. So a huge match in prospect, and yeah, it could well be a draw again.
Oh yeah, it certainly could be, and it's getting so much more exciting now. It was such a pressure game for Afnan, and he's also waiting for us inside the studio over here. And well, Afnan, it came down to the nerves, and you tried and tried. Finally, did manage to get a success. It was a draw, however. I think you're gonna be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you score an equalizer in the 90th minute, it's always a good situation for you because obviously Varsi was leading throughout the game and I was chasing the game only. So yeah, pretty decent performance, and yeah, I'm happy that that I was able to equalize at the very end.
Yeah, and of course you had that one big chance with Vinicius. I think when that left foot shot went wide, how much were you regretting and wishing that it was Messi who had come onto that ball and not
Yeah,
Vinicius?
yeah. Vansh also told me the exact same thing that you subbed out Messi and Vinicius missed in place of him. So I was just crying that why was Messi not there? But but it's okay now. I know that I'm not going to use Vinicius over the right wing anymore.
I mean, you've still been in that experimentation phase. We've seen those new player cards also
Yeah,
come out.
yeah.
So, Afnan, of course, today you did make a few changes. In the future, are we going to see a few more from you?
Yeah, I think this is not a team like this is not a final team because the accounts got updated yesterday only and we got very little time to practice with them. So I think we all will be trying out different teams.
All right. That being said, of course, again, very action-packed matchup is waiting for us. Two Titans out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and so what has Vanchurch got on his mind with a plan? Because last time it was goalless, and this time I want to see a goal from his side.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to see goals? And Vansh and Sagnik both are very good players. So I think this can be a goal fest. But obviously, I hope Vansh wins.
All right, there you go. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you all the best for the co-op game. Possibly, I think the matches might go over there, and has always been your strong suit. Hope we get to see
Yeah, yeah.
one church at the end of the third game, buddy. All the
Okay,
best.
thank you, guys.
Cheers. All right. So yeah, of course, Azim will be back with us in just a moment. I really was wondering where did he vanish, but yeah, it's a modern day world we live in the pandemics. Yeah, of course, some technical issues can't really be avoided, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be back with us really soon. But these two players, Varsi, he did all he could. It's fine. He's managed to secure a draw, but Azim. Now, well, Afnan did talk about him not really getting a lot of time to practice with all these new players, and eventually he's gonna have his full stacked lineup play. But talk to me about this one, Shagnik and One Church. What are your speculations?
I think it's going to be another very tight encounter between them because, of course, as two very experienced members of the FIFA scene in India, they've played against each other extensively. They know what to expect, and they're so closely matched in their skill levels as well. Very similar age group for both them, 18 and 19, also. So they know what each other's game is all about. They're good friends. They've known each other for ages. What will add a little spanner in the works is the fact that, of course, this is the first game in the eISL that both of these players are playing with the new meta, the new team of the year. So it could come down to who makes the right player choices over there. And I think Vancha seems to be up to date. He knows not to put Vinicius on that right wing in case a left foot shot may fall to him. And yeah, there you have it. It's so close. Of course, Sagnik has scored more goals, and generally FC Goa always getting the results, but not prolific goal scorers. So that's something that may just be a factor if they don't keep winning their matches. So for V Sharma, he knows he has to get the job done. He'll be looking to get the win against Sagnik to at least guarantee the draw, and of course get them right back into the top four.
Oh yeah, and again, there we have it. This game's just about to go. And for all you fans out there, you've got to make your predictions. Do you think Bengaluru FC, this game, they're going to score first? Or who, rather, do you think are going to be the one scoring first? Because this is again a clash amongst the titans that we have, the two big guns in the Indian FIFA community. V Sharma going up against Shagnik. So it's going to be a one hell of a match. So with all your popcorns, you've gotta need that, because now we've already gotten off with the kickoffs, and yes, it's Bengaluru FC again from right to left in that white, and FC go up from left to right in their orange is what we have. And right off the bat, we were witnessing, in fact, Shagnik trying to get in, but this could be a really quick big breakthrough. But again, just disrupted before it could get deadly.
V Sharma a bit annoyed with himself over there, because you rarely get those quick counter attacks opportunities against a player like Sagnik. And also interesting to note the defensive ability that CR7 showed over there, and lots of gaps at the back for Shagnik, for V Sharma to exploit. So clearly he's getting his fullbacks involved very early on in the game and forcing Shagnik back. Let's see what he.
All right. So again, as we can see how this game's been working out. Well, let's see what goes on, right? Because we do have Bengaluru FC with Neymar. He's going to find that one play he would want to. In fact, goes in for a turn with Ronaldo. Will take that shot and does not miss it. Sagnik, win 11 minutes just gone by. He finds that opening. And all right, those are a few changes with the last encounter. It was absolutely goalless. It was a draw. But this time, Shagnik, right from the get-go, has been looking so deadly, so composed. And one shot, he was just blinking his eye. And then suddenly the goal was scored.
Yeah, it does look like both players have come out with a very, very attacking mindset today and are leaving a lot of gaps for the opposition to exploit. I expect Sagnik to now play a little bit more conservatively now that he's got the lead. And it's almost like a deja vu situation. In the last game, we saw FC Goa concede early. But will Bengaluru FC now be able to consolidate? Because they know, of course, a win over here does guarantee them 1 point and give them the chance of claiming all three in game 3 indeed. Because nothing is going to be decided for sure from this game right now. And another great ball played in now with Ronaldo. Will he look for the cutback? He does. And searching for that movement over there, trying the little backheel pass. But of course, N'Golo Kante there, able to read it and had the opportunity to slide in Mbappe over there. Unfortunately, I think he may have been offside, and that's why Vansha decided to play in, but getting his fullbacks very high, and it is reaping benefits. Surely an offside there on Mbappe, and I don't think that's going to come.
Yeah, I think even V Sharma knew that just before it even went in. But this is a very cheeky steal. All right. No.
You would have put your house. I mean, don't bet your house on anything, but you would have put your house on V Sharma putting that ball into the box over there, because he had two options and he just seemed to pick the wrong one entirely. I think very little on that pass and just was not able to get that. Maybe needed to do a manual player select over there to make sure that that ball reached him. Didn't quite work out, and you have to say both players living life right on the edge defensively over here. Uncharacteristic, you'd have to say, particularly for V Sharma, who's always been so solid defensively. But we have seen him concede before. We've seen him come back from 1 goal down. Is he going to have to come back from 2 goals down? Well, maybe, if this corner works out the way Sagnik wants it to. He does take it very quickly. Neymar now, will he go for a cross? Finds a very good ball to Mbappe. Surely a finesse shot into the corner. And it is 2-0 Bengaluru FC. A brilliantly worked corner routine. And definitely another potential Teravacha super moment of the match right there. A stunning goal. Worked that to perfection. Crashing into the corner. Nothing the keeper can do about it. 2-0 to Bengaluru FC.
You've got to be kidding me, because Mbappe, we haven't really seen him score from there. A lot of players haven't tried that, right? This is the first time from this position he scored. And of course, a man of his caliber, we've seen he's taken the world by a storm, the way he's been playing. Very good player. Oh, but that's such a cheap giveaway, and you can't let that happen. When you've got Shagnik in such a thunderous form, V Sharma will really have to wake up to his senses. He's been making some good plays. He's been getting inside the final third, but he's been messing up a little bit here and there. But 2 goals short, Azim. It's going to be such a long haul for FC Goa. They've got to start off with one, but the question is when.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky for V Sharma. I think maybe he's maybe gone a little too attacking too soon, getting those fullbacks forward, and that has left him exposed at the back a couple of times. Of course, the corner routine was very well worked by Sagnik. Clearly, something that he's been looking at on the training ground and putting the hours in to find those few exploits, shall we say, that positionally you can use within the game. And now again, it's looking all one-way traffic at the moment in terms of attack. Not able to deal with it, and very fortunate there to not be 3 goals down. You would again have backed Sagnik to put that in the back of the net. Not quite gambling on the right corner, going near post rather than far post. And this is surely going to be goal number 3. He is absolutely deadly from these corner kicks right now. Is Sagnik getting those balls in perfectly, and it's a huge uphill task for V Sharma. His teammate got the job done in terms of getting the draw in game 1, but he's being absolutely destroyed, and it looks like we may need to see another game 3 rescue act from FC Goa
Oh yeah.
to salvage anything from this game.
Oh yes, Azim. Because look at Bengaluru FC. They're on fire today, and especially Sagnik, right? The way he's been playing. I mean, he's always been good, but this good against V Sharma. It doesn't feel as if it's V Sharma playing over there. This sort of let throughs is certainly not his style. But yeah, of course, Mbappe has been making all the magic for him so far. Again, another one of those goals being scored, and Bengaluru FC, the fans are going to be elated the way he's been playing, and FC Goa. Tell me, Azim, how are they going to make a comeback? Do you find any openings there?
I mean, if it's going to be a comeback, it's going to be the absolute mother of all comebacks. I mean, all he has to do is look back at the other end of the table and look at Varsi, who's come back from 3 goals down to win the match against, admittedly, against an 80 team whose strength is not really defending. Sagnik, on the other hand, of course, a very solid player. And I do feel maybe just a little bit of naivety from V Sharma with trying to go too attacking too soon. He's been attacking with his fullbacks from the get-go pretty much. And maybe that has paid the price of being a little overexposed on defense. But you have to say the set-piece routines used by Sagnik have been absolutely quality. He knew exactly what he was doing for both of those goals, and it has worked. Choreographed to precision. And again, if he can get a fourth over here, he's like enticing V Sharma onto him over there. And this is the last chance for him to do anything in this half. If he can somehow grab a goal back over here, will he get the time to play on? Yes, he will. Now, is it going to go into the box? It does fall to Ronaldo over there, but well defended. Still an opportunity in the box. Goes V Sharma. Will he search for that finish shot? He finds Ronaldo, but well defended. And it is half time. And no dent made into that Bengaluru FC defense by V Sharma. So a huge ask. Look at that, 0 shots in that first half. So uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah, I mean, V Sharma, he's been a very simple player every single time, makes those simple passes. But again, in that final third, hasn't really been quite lucky. But you talk about this guy. Oh, Sagnik, he's been looking so good, especially with his corner piece routine that he's been following. And wow, just, you could watch that multiple times and still not be bored with how beautiful that shot was. And then just this feels lights out already. And like you said, it is going to be the mother of all comebacks if FC Goa really need to get themselves back inside this game. But that being said, the second half has already begun. But right now, this is where they're going to be stacking all their chips at the co-op game. At least get a point. Because now we were talking about FC Goa trying to build that advantage a little bit in terms of that overall standings in the leaderboard against Northeast United FC, who are really catching up the way they've been playing. Now, if they lose this one, it's going to be a little bit of a detrimental factor, but still not yet to put them out of competition, as Sagnik is back again. But this time, well, V Sharma was well prepared.
Yeah, and let's see if he's made any tweaks to his formation. He usually does prefer playing that 4-1-2-1-2 formation where the width does come from the fullbacks, and that's really been the Achilles heel over here. Now, he does find the opportunity. Also bringing on Eusebio over there, trying to sort of maybe revert to what has worked for him in the past. maybe we might see him go back to a Cruyff as well. But of course, the fullbacks now are just so powerful in this game that you do need to match them with equivalent cards from the team of the year. And now has Eusebio in there. Will he go for that finesse shot? Not quite. And I think Sagnik inviting him almost to have those shots, but knowing that V Sharma is not that kind of player and he plays a certain way and just wants to make sure that he just has the inside of the box covered, working out brilliantly for him. Still no goal. And will we see another shot here from Sagnik? Had the opportunity, and De Bruyne very potent with that long shot. Still with Gullit over here, and it's just looking like it could work out. Not quite over there. And now on the counter, lots of players forward, but again, V Sharma Vanshaj not really using those long balls, trying to play his way, and maybe a little bit of adaptability needed in this circumstance. Maybe just needs to change his approach just a little bit. He needs to get that goal like ASAP. He needs to have got that goal 10 minutes ago to try and salvage something from this game. But I mean, he's going to look at Varsi and say, this guy made a comeback in the last 10 minutes from 3 goals down. Maybe I can do the same. And here, he has found Eusebio again, second guessing himself in the box over there. Not quite playing in full flow, not quite the V Sharma we're used to seeing. Was looking pretty good yesterday when he made his comeback after, of course, a couple of weeks out. And now this could certainly be lights out. There you go, 4-0. Good night, FC Goa. Good night, V Sharma. Well, they still have a draw to play for, but in this game, I don't see any way back.
Yeah, me too, because I can kind of see the hero of the match already in front of me. And where has this version of Shaknik been? I mean, he's an amazing player, no questions there. But this prolific, this attacking, we've always considered Shaknik to be one of those good players who's been kind of laid back, really chill. Just a goal or two, maybe a draw is where he finds himself satisfied. This hungry version of Saknik, is a testament of what Bengaluru FC possess, right? Now, everyone has been saying this. Now, anyone can defeat anyone. Now, this is FC Goa. We're talking about a team that was on the tippity top a couple of weeks ago. So you can see how things have been working out. But regardless, Bengaluru FC, 4 goals. Now, question is, Azim, can they make it 5 or maybe 6?
Well, I'm sure V Sharma will want to get that deficit down to 2 goals or 3 goals as soon as he possibly can. But you can just look at the number of bodies: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bodies in the way. And then those 2 players on the counter attack, if he can find them. Now the third with Vinicius Jr., 99 pace, nobody's stopping him. Now with Eusebio, will he go for that shot straight up? He does go for the shot, and it is 5-0 on the counter attack. And Sagnik has read this game to perfection. It's like he's completely figured out and had, like, it's almost like somebody told him in advance, this is how V Sharma is going to play. And he's been able to read everything possible that V Sharma has thrown at him. A brilliant, complete performance, you'd have to say, from Sagnik. And I think V Sharma would just have quit this game by now. It was just a casual division rivals encounter or friendly. But of course, he still has to try to endure and does need to get a few goals, because for FC Goa, yes, the points on the board are not bad, but that goal difference is looking ominously low for them. And we, as we do expect, it is going to come down to goal difference for that top 4 spot, and they really need to have a little bit of damage control in that department.
Oh yeah, and again, this is getting dead. No, don't do that. All right, fine. De Bruyne has managed to, at least save this, but it's a horror show now for FC Goa, right? There's no chance on earth I can imagine this being a comeback. And had that gone in, I would have just walked away from my desk. I'm done, because this would have been so preposterous. But really, again, Vanshaj has to find some consolation goal. Yes, he does, and there's in no mood to celebrate, as he's got to make a few changes. I think, more than that, maybe it's about adapting to the new players that we do have here. Yeah. But regardless, you've got to feel bad for V Sharma at this point. He's one of the top 4s, right, that we have in the community. He's one of the stalwarts, and watching him go down like this, I just can't digest it.
Yeah, well, of course, he has to keep trying to score goals, and there you go. You can see the amount of space left behind because he's trying to press and get that ball early. And there you go. It is 6-1. Just when V. Sharma was given that glimmer of hope, it's taken away. And, well, his teammate will be the best person to advise him on what to do after having 6 goals scored against you. Afnan had that happen to him in his first game, and of course managed to come back from it brilliantly. But yeah, he has to put all of this aside and realize that there is a co-op game to play. That has been FC Goa's strength. They can still rescue a point out of this game, which could be very, very valuable for them. And of course, for Bengaluru FC, it means that if they win this game, they go ahead of FC Goa. And let's see what he can do. Well, it's 6-2. There we go. They're just trading goals and having a bit of fun right now. And yeah, get them all out, get the rage out of your system, bang in a few goals because you're going to need your concentration, Vanchaj, for that co-op game coming up.
Oh yeah, I can see the anger just brewing in. But hold on, what is going? It's a straight off street brawl, is what I can see. Blows after blows being exchanged between these players. One is like, chuck it, I'm done, I'm just gonna go in. Either ways, if it's going, it's going. Otherwise, it's fine. I can live with that. I'm gonna come in hard in that co-op game, but still, he's not giving up. But Cancelo just reading that pass and making sure it kind of stops at its tracks right then and there. But again, Vinicius, you've got to use that blistering pace on him. Oh, no. That would be ludicrous if he did manage to go through the defender like that. But Azim, I mean, this is one of those matches that I would want to keep, that continues. Had that scoreline been somewhere around 6-5, it would have been so much more nicer.
Yeah, well, I think Vanchaj has the opportunity to add some respectability. Oh my goodness! Well, the referee not quite allowing it. Even the referee was like, "Okay, you know what? Just let's end this massacre right now." But well, he could have made it 6-3 and added some respectability to that scoreline, but has to get this out of his system. Just needs to quickly shake it off, have a sip of water and settle down because it's not over yet. Of course, Bengaluru FC have guaranteed themselves 1 point, but FC Goa can also grab themselves 1 point if they manage to beat them in Game 3. So a very tight 1-1 affair with Afnan stealing that 1 point at the end. It could be a very crucial draw, a crucial goal by the end of it if FC Goa can win the co-op game. But they're going up against a Bengaluru FC team who has come leaps and bounds in their own co-op chemistry as well. So it's not going to be straightforward. And V. Sharma was seeing red by the end of it, just needs to settle down and just go back to his regular way of playing, and maybe he can find a way back.
Oh yeah, and this is where we are chartering into FC Goa's stronger suits, right? Because the last time they went off against each other in a co-op battle, it was a 3-0 scoreline. But the last time it was Sharknik who was kind of asleep, right? Now he's woken up out of his slumber. Hibernation has ended. Winter is setting off, and now he feels like he's getting heated up. And I always knew that he had it in him. Now this is where he's showing his true colors, and if this goes on, if this sort of form for Bengaluru FC goes on, then I think within the next 2 or 3 games I'm gonna see them back in the top 4.
Yeah, well, absolutely, they could find themselves back in the top 4 with a win today, or at least in the top 5 for Bengaluru FC. And of course, a team that was sitting in the top 4 for long periods of the tournament, particularly in the early days, had a bit of a patchy run of form. And I suppose every team, except if you're SC East Bengal, every team is going to go through that patchy run of form before the end of the season. And FC Goa have to try to arrest that slump and try to. You can see how impressed Varsi is with these set piece routines. Even he's asking, "Ye kab kiya? When did you learn this one?" But there you can see it was just a massacre by the end of it, 5-0. Of course, V. Sharma managing to get some few shards of consolation with 2 goals of his own, but eventually it was just never going to be his match over there.
I wish a girl looked at me the way Watsi just looked at Sharknik at this point, and it takes you back. You've got Valentine's week apparently going up, and here we are enjoying ourselves, some good action of FIFA, watching Sharknik. I think he's got his heart broken yesterday. I think that could possibly it, because the way he's playing, what was that catch line? in Mera Intikam Dekhegi and something like that, right? So that is how things have been going for Bengaluru FC, because 6-2. All right, Shagnik, you've just gotten started off, but there's still one more game to go, and this is the point, where Varsi must be kicking himself in the foot. Is like, why did I even concede that goal? This could have been over here onwards. But again, for all you viewers out there watching this, we have something for you, right? I do not know if you're receiving anything at all during the Valentine's week, but you sure can if you tune into www.terravirtua.io/ISL. All you've got to do is sign up now, getting a free NFT worth $20, almost $19.99, and it's VFlex. And we really like this combination of FC Goa.
Yeah.
Might as well want one of those Bengaluru FC's fits, because they've been in a really good form.
Yeah, it's definitely something to check out, particularly Valentine's week. V for Valentine's, V for Reflect, and we do have a little interview with V Sharma, I do believe. So we're gonna head into that.
Hey everyone, I'm Vanshit Sharma. I play for FC Goa the Gauze in the eISL. I'm here to give you some core information so that it can improve your game. And as I said, I have core points ready for you. If you follow these core points, I'm pretty sure it will improve your game. So let's start with the very first point, the difference between manual and automatic switching. Whenever a casual player starts its FIFA journey, they always go for the automatic switching. But if you want to up your game, you have to go for the manual switching, which us professional players recommend. So I'll show you how to do it. To switch from the automatic switching to the manual switching, you have to go to the settings menu and go to the auto switching part and switch from automatic to the manual settings. So automatic switching is really similar to manual switching, but in this I have total control over my switching. I'm using the right analog for this. So I predicted that he's going to pass to the R9, so I switched before that and intercepted the pass. So let's go for the second point, that's the speed boost. So how you do it is press the L1 button, and whenever you feel that the opponent is pressing you, you press the R2 button and you go past the opponent and you score a goal. And I'll show you again, as you're seeing that the opponent is going to press me, I'll go past the opponent and again I'll score a goal. So the third point is free kick routine. So most of the players waste their free kick routine by scoring direct free kicks, which is very hard to score in FIFA 22. But I use a very alternative type of free kick. So I'll show you how to do it. So मैंने अपने दो प्लेयर बुलाया L2 और R1 से, तो मैंने अपने अपोनेंट को फेक करके L2 और X से पास दिया. I got through my opponent and scored a goal. Coming to the last point, it's not a tip or trick, but it's a very useful information that can improve your game. Did you know that Messi has a weaker right foot? Come, I'll show you. So let's start with Messi. As you can see, he has a preferred foot of left, but he has a 4-star weak foot, which gives him a 50% probability of scoring with his right foot. But let's go to Neymar now. As you can see, he has a 5-star weak foot, but he has a preferred foot of right, which doesn't make a difference, so he can score with both foots. So moving forward, I'll show you some famous players. So here's Salah, he has a preferred foot of left, but he has a 3-star weak foot. So that gives him a less probability of scoring a goal with his right foot. So let's move to CR7 now. He has a 4-star weak foot, but he has a preferred foot of right. So again, it gives him a 50% probability of scoring with his left foot. And then there is Mbappe. He has a 4-star weak foot, but he has a preferred foot of right. So again, that gives him a 50% probability of scoring with his left foot. The reason I showed you this is because you can study the stats of the players before including them in your team. Because mostly all the players go for the 5-star weak foot so that they can never miss a chance in front of the goal. So these were the 4 points. ये मेरे नज़र में सबसे important points हैं. अगर आप अपनी ये गेम में implement करोगे तो आपकी गेम पक्का improve होगी. And before leaving, मैं अपनी एक crazy skill आप लोग को showcase करना चाहूँगा जो मैं eISL में भी बहुत ज़्यादा spam करता हूँ. That is the ball roll scoop. So this is the ball roll scoop, and this is how you do it. You put your right analog stick to the right, and as soon as you release the right analog stick, you press the fake shot button, and this is a very effective skill move in front of the goalkeeper to make a goal. If you like the video, make sure to like and comment and share with your FIFA friends. And don't forget to root for FC Goa in the eISL live on Nordwin Gaming Facebook and YouTube channel.
Wow. Now this is something beginners like me could really use, Azim. I'm pretty sure you must have been, very you know all those nits and grits. But for all the new viewers out there, getting themselves inside of FIFA 22, that's how you get started. That is the one of the best players in the country speaking out for you, and you're all getting that for free. So yeah, of course, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. But for now, let's get back to reality. Let's get back to where things are. Well, of course, Azim, V Sharma and Afnan, they need to pull off a comeback and they need to do it now.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, V Sharma was sharing some very, very good tips. I think something that a lot of even intermediate players can really pick up on. So definitely try out those things at home. Particularly, I think manual switching is the big one that you really need to get going, and that's the one that I've struggled with a little bit as well. In any case, we'll move into the match as well. For FC Goa, it is must win. They have to get that victory. For Bengaluru FC, of course, let's see how they approach this game. They have been one of the teams that's come leaps and bounds in terms of their co-op play. Of course, these two players, great friends, they've known each other for a while. And they really get along well, have a good chemistry, have a reasonably similar style of playing as well. So they will be looking to get the job done. But FC Goa, the co-op specialists, I think probably the highest win rate in terms of all the teams in their co-op matches. They've had to rely on co-op a lot because of not getting the results in their individual matches. But yeah, now it's sort of reverting to the way they were in those first 5 or 6 weeks, where they were just grinding out those results, occasionally a win, occasionally a draw with the co-op, and they need to do more of that today.
Oh yeah, they certainly have to. And a strongest suit we could call for FC Goa, and V Sharma has been one of those players who's always done that, but he needs to get back into his senses. But Marquinhos, right? See that last moment defensive tackle over there, because the ball just flew out for a corner.
Yeah, it was last minute. Now the header comes to Ronaldo. Will it land at his feet again? Unfortunately, the bounce of the ball not favoring FC Goa over there. And of course, now they can come on the counter attack. And big opportunity over here. Has the ball in behind. It is played there, but well defended there by KDB, getting back just in time. And of course, well sorted out at the back. And poor choice of ball. You would have to say over there to get the counter attack going. And for FC Goa, it is absolutely crucial to not concede an early goal in this one. They have to stay in it. And well, if you want to stay in the ecosystem of the NFT world, then you can get your animated team mascot worth $19.99 for free at terravirtua.io/ISL. But back to the real world, or rather the virtual world of the ISL in reality. What am I even saying? It does the lines of reality and virtual world do get blurred over here, but we are seeing Bengaluru FC patiently building up, trying to get that ball into Neymar Jr. and cheap giveaway, and FC Goa can come back now.
Oh yeah, I mean at this point, of course, back and forth FIFA is what we are witnessing from these two teams, both of them trying to create their fair share of chances. But yeah, I think the best part about FC Goa that I've really loved in their co-ops is those passes that V Sharma usually gives towards Afnan, and Afnan, of course, being one of those clinical scorers, he makes sure even if he's had a rough individual game, he does not really give up in the co-ops, right? Again, it's the ball's gone out for a throw, and we've got to see if they can make anything out of this one. But Bengaluru FC finally getting the possession on the ball. Let's see what they can make. Ronaldo out of it has gone in for a longer pass. So we're seeing all these lob passes today. I think after those player cards have been changed, players are going for those longer plays. And again, switching the field of play. It's really interesting from Bengaluru FC side.
And also, of course, the long balls being forced, particularly because of the high line that FC Goa play. Very important block over there. So the defensive shape that has been the hallmark of FC Goa's co-op performances is remaining. Now a good opportunity. Can they play this right? It is all about finding that right pass. Will he go to Mbappe? No, he wants a better option. And his teammate, offers it to him with a different angle from Mbappe. And now it's about that 1v1 skill ability. Can you find that ball. Now with the Rabona, now with the turn and off the post. Surely has to score. And it's in. It's in. I do not believe that he didn't take the shot and decided to pass instead. But FC Goa, by the skin of their teeth, get ahead. Deserved based on the way they're playing this. And as a neutral, this is exactly what you want to see. Now Bengaluru FC have to go chasing the game to get those 3 points.
Yes, of course. Now we're game on, right? This is FC Goa at the finest. For a moment, I really had my hearts out of my mouth, because had that gone past by, I would have really concluded that it's just not FC Goa's evening today. So, but regardless, they've somehow managed to score that one, a little scrappy goal, but it's fine. It's fine as long as you have that lead, a little bit of a lead to count on. But Bengaluru FC, they're looking really deadly over here, building this attack. Gullet onto which Ronaldo, you've got to see if he can create another chance out of this one. Hakimi to which Gullet again. Let's see if he can try and pass through that line of defense over here. Not really getting a lot of opportunities, so taking his own sweet time to build the attack up.
And well, they have to move a little bit quicker. You have to say, of course, plenty of time now. But by the second half, they won't have the luxury of just waiting for FC Goa to press them. And FC Goa don't really need to press them because they have the lead. That's what they want. 1-0 is good enough for them. I don't expect the scoreline to stay at 1-0 by the end of this game. And yeah, it's played out well. A bit of a risky pass over there to find De Bruyne. And now the runner on the left is Neymar. Huge opportunity again. They would love to go into halftime 2 goals up. FC Goa have that little bit of a cushion. But for now, playing it patiently. Well worked over here to find De Bruyne. And will he go for that? Had the opportunity, and I'm sure he was looking at the run and not really paying that much attention to his own player. Got the ball nicked off him. And now it's Ronaldo. Fortunately, falls to Neymar over there. Will he go for that shot? He's found a way through, but Rafael Varane in there just in time. Of course, the flashback card, a very, very effective defender, Rafael Varane, particularly with that new card. And they will look now, FC Goa, to come forward using the right back Hakimi and De Bruyne. Let's see what they can achieve over here. You can see a very high press being used by Bengaluru FC. And FC Goa dealing with that quite well for now. Looking to get in behind. Now an opportunity to play in. Ronaldo had the a chance to slide it in, decided not to take it. And yeah, they're just slowing it down. But Bengaluru FC finally win it back.
Oh yeah, and again, there you can clearly see it. Really not the way Bengaluru FC would have wanted, but yes, it's game on, right? FC Goa not really having the best of possession, but still finally can see a smile on Vansh's face, because it was absolute thrashing by Sagnik. But look at that goal. somehow did go in, and you know, they were fine. They were fine with it. But for now, you know, this is the point where Bengaluru FC, even if they can manage to get a draw out of this one, they still go home with those 3 points. And it's going to be so interesting as to where this game is going to be heading past by. But one more goal from FC Goa, Azim, I think we can call it quits. We can call it that, you know, both the teams are going to be sharing their points.
Well, I think one might still be a little risky. If they get a three goal lead, I would say that then probably the job is done. Well, they'll need the same result, I would say. Although this is a big moment over here, and Ronaldo is in. Surely has to take the shot, takes it from outside the box, and the celebration from Afnan as well. Sue is the celebration. It is 2-0 early on in the second half. Very, very bold to take that shot from outside the area. And there you can see, unerring, arrowing into the top corner. And it is 2-0 early on, exactly the result FC Goa wanted, and at some level, given their co-op form, the result that we were expecting.
Oh yes, now this is where, you know, you could see Sagnik and Varsi a little baffled over there with what just happened, because, you know, this is the kind of a play you would expect from Ronaldo, at least from that range. Not a lot of players have been doing that, but yeah, there is always a chance, and I feel that this card of Ronaldo is really turning a lot of eyes. And you know, again, it's sort of an experimental day, you can call it that way, because a lot of teams have been trying to do something like that, but it's fine. Again, FC Goa could have capitalized or would have wanted to, but 2-0 up. Now it's really difficult for Bengaluru FC for you know, kind of making a comeback inside this game from here on, because 1-0 is still a scoreline that you can maybe get But 2-0 against FC Goa, I do not like the chances, but had that pass gotten through, could have been a different story.
Yeah, I think at this point we will definitely see at least another goal in the game. It's either going to be Bengaluru FC successfully managing to break down FC Goa, or then FC Goa managing to utilize that space on the counter attack. And also quite interesting to see that little analysis package we got from Vanchad just before, where he talked about that five-star left foot of Neymar, and guess which player and which foot he used to hit that shot against the post, which led to their first goal. It was, of course, Neymar. And safe to say, if it was Vinicius in that situation, might have been a completely different story, as Afnan learnt. And there you go, that incredible shooting ability, finding that top corner, unstoppable. Not even Van der Sar can do anything about that. And there you go, the celebration and the smile is back. And it's so nice to see Afnan growing in confidence throughout this tournament.
Oh yeah, I mean I love this from Afnan, right? I've always, been admiring all these players who eventually kind of started off a little slow, right? A little nervy, but towards when the competition, when it all mattered. Even the same goes with Akshit from Kerala Blasters FC. I think we're gonna see him in action really soon. But again, uh, the Bengaluru FC today, the way they've been playing, did see Warsi pull off a comeback. He did, however, end with a draw, and Shagnik, he was just out of this world. But when it comes down to FC Goa's squad, right, so when you're coming down to co-op plays, there's just nobody better than them in this league, in the eISL. But Bengaluru FC, they're still going to take their chances. But there you go. Again, stopped at their tracks as FC Goa back with their counter-attack.
Yes, and the long ball played in behind Mbappe. That first touch, all important, not quite able to get it out of his body, but will come back and look to find Ronaldo, who will look for the other Ronaldo inside the box, twisting, turning, finds Mbappe, and there you go. The merits again shown of having the 4-star left foot. Maybe if it was the 5-star of Neymar, that might have flown in. So a nice little new analysis tool given to us by Avi Sharma, and for all of you guys out there who are enthusiastic about FIFA, about the Ultimate Team mode. These are the kind of things you have to be looking for. And now looking for a goal is FC Goa. Very, very well worked. Oh, that's brilliant. A lovely turn, almost perfect. But last-ditch defending by Bengaluru FC, and now they will keep coming back. But of course, FC Goa now can keep plenty of men behind the ball and make it very, very difficult for Bengaluru FC to try and score. But I do think they're going to have a chance. It's about whether they can take it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting if they can really get it, because let's be honest, Bengaluru FC always have that comeback blood in them, right? We've seen Warsi pull off magic against ATKMB, if you remember that game. So they always have it within them.
Ooh.
Going for that finesse shot, little overwhelmed, little far-fetched, but it's fine. They kind of, FC Goa survived this one. At least if they can maintain this scoreline up until the 80 minutes marker, then it's sort of going to be really impossible. And then we're going to have these two teams, sharing points. Now, this is where Warsi will be really angry with himself, because that last minute conceding goal of Warsi, where he did just concede that one, is going to haunt him, because this would have been some easy 3 points for them. But, well, looks like FC Goa, they're just back.
Yeah, and interesting to see some tactical changes. Sagnik was excellent from those set pieces. Will we see a new set piece routine over here? The ball does fall. Unfortunately, it does fall to Marquinhos, not the player you want in a shooting position outside the box. Now better options with Gullit, goes for that shot, but well over the crossbar in the end. Not really in the body position or the body shape to have that shot be effective, as FC Goa calling the players back, trying to eat up as much time as they can. Of course, the draw is the best they can get at this point. And there is the opportunity to play the ball in behind to Mbappe, and there it is spotted wonderfully. And again, it comes down to that first touch. Vieira back in there, back into the team to do some defending. And almost looks like Kevin De Bruyne is playing at centre back now. So it's all guns to the fore for Bengaluru FC. They really, really need this. It would be a massive blow to their chances if they can't get the 3 points today of getting into the top 4. And FC Goa now have to make use of one of these counter-attacks, another cheap giveaway, and with every midfield giveaway, it gives the opportunity to FC Goa. Great steal back And now, surely FC Goa will make one of these count. It is Mo Salah who has been brought on, needs to stay on side, and then the opportunity will be available left and right, both available, but choosing the wrong option. Bengaluru FC now can come back. It is the 80-minute mark. They need to find themselves 2 goals. It has been done in this tournament before by only 2 players in this situation. It has been done by Tikka of Mumbai City FC, and of course, we have seen Varsi from Bengaluru FC do it, but he runs it out of play.
And this is kind of lights out right now for Bengaluru FC at least. If they can get something, maybe a goal or something, can work out. But I think they're sort of switching towards an ultra attacking style of play. And somewhere down the line, they need to find their mark. And yeah, little smiles coming out from these two players. And Afnan, he's been such a find in this tournament, right? Especially saving FC Goa's lives today. Had he not pulled off that draw, then even this win wouldn't have meant anything at all. So clearly, ups to him the way he's played. Of course, Shaknik, nothing taken away from him. Clearly deserves to be the hero of the match, regardless of the score lines today. But again, the final 8 minutes remaining, and there you have FC Goa. Beautiful pass there. Oh! On towards the crossbar, and could have been clearly lights out, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, unfortunate over there. They still get the opportunity again now with Salah. Very unfortunate. Actually, could have taken a touch over there. Had plenty of time to take that ball down, maybe even lob the keeper, but they can just eat down the seconds on the clock. Bengaluru FC do win it back. If it's to happen for them, they need to score from this play ASAP. They are on ultra attacking mode. Every single player getting forward, and of course, well read there by the defensive wall that is N'Golo Kante. Of course, one of the best defensive midfielders both in FIFA and of course the real world. And well, I think that should be it in terms of Bengaluru FC's chances. One last attempt surely, and there you go. I think they've seen it out. FC Goa will, barring some kind of absolute miracle, get that goal. Very, very well worked. And now looking for the third goal. Will they look for the ball into Ronaldo? Again, the reluctance to cross over there is strange from a lot of teams. But ball one in the air by FC Goa. They will see it out. And they have yet again in the co-op specialists have rescued a point after that devastating loss for V Sharma, managing to get his focus back in the game and get the point for FC Goa. A crucial point it could turn out to be, and 2 points crucially lost for Bengaluru FC.
Yeah, not really the kind of outtake that Bengaluru FC wanted in the third game. Clearly, you could see they would have wanted those 3 points. But again, FC Goa, they've really managed to save their backs over here because, it was such a crucial game because Azim, now, like we've been always saying, right? We are approaching that end game, those end days, and things have been getting so piping hot over here. Everyone's just taking anyone down. And it's been the go-to story that we are seeing. But finally, Afnan and V Sharma seeing things through at least in the co-op game, getting that 2-0 win. They'll be happy with themselves. But yeah, I think Bengaluru FC boys did what they could have. And it's fine. It's not the end of the world for them. 1 point taken from this entire fixture. But yeah, during the co-op, there's no questions. FC Goa just being the better team for the evening. But huge ups to Shagnik and his monstrosity that was on display today.
Yeah, did a very, very good job in his game, and would have thought, of course, that he had done a bulk of the work, of course, securing a point over there. But FC Goa in co-op, there is no team better than them in the eISL currently. And you can see what it means to them. The celebration coming in from Afnan there as well, and his teammate. There you go. He enjoyed that little sly glimpse at the camera as well. He absolutely loved that. And of course, then FC Goa had a couple of moments, could have capitalized on it. We did see this one long range shot coming in, but that's really what they were restricted to, just a few long range attempts. And there you go, Sagnik saying, just take it, take the shot from wherever you want, it may just fly in. And of course, there was this beautifully worked counter attack, cross into the box. You'd have expected 9 or 10 times for that to be in the back of the net, but at the end of the day, it was all academic. Would have helped their goal difference just a little bit, but it is eventually a very, very convincing and comprehensive win in this game for FC Goa. But just the 1 point shared between the two teams at the end of it all.
Yeah, and likewise, I think all the fans out there really enjoyed this entire evening because it was so much fun, right? So the second matchup, the way it started off, Afnan with that last 90th minute equalizer, then Sharknick's absolute devastation, absolute clobbering against V Sharma, and then FC Goa getting their sweet little revenge, and there you have it. Finally sharing points over here, one each for both the sides. Not really what they wanted, but yeah, nothing really shabby, nothing really to scoff at because it's fine, right? A very very good scoreline. But now let's take a look at who the hero of the match is going to be. I think there's no doubt, and who will exactly it be because it's of course going to be Sharknado. But see, this is where I'm kind of speculating. What would the Terra Virtua super moment of the match be? Because Sagnik, of course, 6 goals. Is it one of those goals, or is it any other moment? I think maybe Afnan's equalizer could also be one of those crucial moments.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out. But for the moment, this is feast your eyes upon the devastation, the set piece brilliance that we got to see from Sagnik. Beautifully worked. Two great set piece routines, finding that finesse shot into the corner, and V Sharma just absolutely found stunned. I think he played the player more than the game in this one. He found the tactic that absolutely worked against V Sharma, and really dominant display. I think probably V Sharma's biggest defeat in the eISL for sure so far. And you could see after a while, he was angry, he was raging, and he just wanted the game to be over. After a point, everything that Sagnik touched was just turning into goals over there, and you could see even when he managed to get the 1 goal gap, that slim sliver of hope immediately disappeared with a 6-1, and eventually getting a 6-2 scoreline against one of the best players in India is no mean feat.
Oh yeah, it definitely isn't. But finally the moment has come. Let's take a look at Terra Virtua's super moment of the matchup as we head in, and what could that possibly be? Yes, no doubts over there. The 90th minute equalizer. I think this is the moment, right? Because had this never happened, then I think Bengaluru FC would have walked off with those 3 points. So clearly one of the best moments of the evening so far, and Afnan at it all breathing a huge sigh of relief after this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a huge moment. He's literally, with that goal, won his team a point, and a very crucial point for them, which will see them now move back, of course, into a good position. Let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard and see what the impact has been. With FC Goa then back up there into the top 4 with the game in hand now, with on all the teams around them, barring SC's Bengal. So good position to be in. Just getting that 1 win out of the next 2 games could just see them fly back into second spot. But it's just so tight at the top. Jamshedpur FC is still in there with the discussion. Northeast United FC is still in the discussion. Bengaluru FC is still in the discussion. Kerala Blasters, once they play, they'll be getting into the discussion as well. But unfortunately, Odisha and the bottom 3 teams will find it a bit difficult. But we do have Sagnik with us for a quick interview. Sagnik, hard luck on dropping the points. You would have felt after that convincing win that you could have gone and got all 3. So how you feeling overall right now?
Yeah, I'm not really very happy. I'm disappointed about our co-op game, but I think kudos to Afnan today. In the co-op game, Vansh was so down, and he kept motivating Vansh. So I think that played a really good part.
Oh, it indeed did. But again, Sagnik, I've got to ask you this one. It's out of context. But did you get your heart broken yesterday? Because today 6-0, what was that? Did someone reject you?
No. Actually, for the first time, like I played a few practice games called like we got new players on the unlocked
Yeah.
accounts. So I played 2-3 games, and I feel like I have to play more now.
Uh, but I think Azim, we've got to ask this to Shagnik because those corner piece routines, I think that was
Yeah.
just played to perfection. So had you been practicing that, or was it something that you just relied on your instincts?
No, I didn't practice anything. That was pure instincts.
Wow. Yeah, no, those were really. I mean, it looked like you had put like hours of practice to know exactly where the players would be. So Excellent stuff. But of course, dropping 2 points now, you're still just about hanging on to that top four battle now. You're about 2 points off the top four places. So again, you're going to say you're going to take one game at a time always. Imad came with a new answer prepared. So do you have anything to add or just the same strategy as always?
No, I think it's a do or die situation for us. You know, we almost have to win every game from here on. So yeah, I mean, not looking much ahead, taking one game at a time. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. We really hope, you keep on this sort of a run because today we know you're really good. You're one of those best players. But today, what you did to Vanshaj, I think he's gonna have nightmares about it. Of course, Afnan saving his backs today. FC Goa really played well, but I really felt you could have done better. But regardless, this sort of goes on. But hoping and wishing you all the best, for the weeks to come. And we really do. You find yourself a Valentine's this week. Because it's there, of course. But all the best for your future matches, buddy. Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you, cheers.
Cheers. All right. So I think Shagni clearly not really happy with what went with him. Of course, he's gonna go off
Yeah.
back to his hotel and again keep continuing with the grind. But for all our viewers out there who have been supporting their players, who have been supporting their teams, there's something for you guys as well. All you've got to do is log into www.terravirtua.io/ISL. Sign up and get yourselves a free NFT which goes by the name of Reflect. It's all in blue. Now, a lot of people, Azim likes red, few of them like blue, and if you do like blue, then might want to check Bengaluru FC's kit out over there. It's all available for you. A lot of collection also. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally done with all the matches of our evening. Before heading out, again, a huge shout out to our sponsors. Yes, the eISL is, of course, powered by Coca-Cola. Our associate sponsors, Hero Esports Partners, Nordwind Gaming. Our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. Now, we're going to be calling it a night, and we're going to be taking it home, and we're going to see you tomorrow with some new set of matches. So, you do not forget to tune in. Till then, good night, and, well, happy FIFA.